Attack. Attack with precision and force, with heavy mobile weapons. Attack which can strike at a tiny spot on a map. Attack by glider. Known to the British as the Hadrian, the CG-4A has no engine. Its source of power is a nylon rope attached to a tow plane. One every 30 seconds, these gliders can take off for mass attack, lifting into the air their cargoes of howitzers, jeeps, shock troops, engineers. Single tow, multiple tow, behind every type of plane from a 17 to a PVY, singly or in strong formations. The CG-4As will move in for attack. Don't shoot them down. Learn to recognize these commandos of the sky. Here's one released from its tow plane, coming down with silent precision. From the front, the CG-4A looks very much the same as from behind. The same square, box-like fuselage. The same long, very long, straight wing, mounted high and braced with struts. And overhead, the square-nosed fuselage tapers back to the tail. And the wing, straight and broad, leading and trailing edges absolutely parallel, with tips curved back at an angle. The tailplane is just a miniature of the wing, straight lines with slanted tips. That's the CG-4A, below or overhead. Now, let's get a good look at the capacious fuselage. Here, the nose is no longer square, but has the blunt, curved appearance of a trailer. Moving back from the nose, the flat-sided fuselage is straight and narrows toward the tail. Then the fin and rudder comes up high, rounded, and fares smoothly into the top of the fuselage. Follow this shape as it turns, as it moves against the ground. Remember, you will see it often at this altitude. It is towed very low, released very low. CG-4A, a shape that's quick to see, easy to remember once you've studied it. Let's see now. Blunt, trailer-like nose, square, flat-sided fuselage tapering behind the wing, and the wing, long, high, and very straight, tips curved at an angle. Tailplane, a miniature of the wing, and fin and rudder, high, rounded, and fared well forward. Now, follow those features in motion. CG-4A, cargo glider. CG-4A, combat glider. Notice how it flies in tow, how it flies when released, gliding down silently for a landing. Not only the shape of this plane, but the way it flies will help you recognize it. Now, little by little, all the separate features, the separate shapes from different angles, become one design. The CG-4A glider. Big, square, blunt, but moving gracefully, gliding to its point of attack. And if you see something like this, it's not a secret weapon. It's dropping its wheels so that now, on wooden skids, it can land on the roughest ground. The CG-4A requires no landing field. You will see it everywhere. On the water, on beaches, at the edge of woods. No matter how you see it, from the ground or from the sky, in formation with tow planes, or gliding down alone. Watch the fuselage head on. The wing, the shape of the fuselage as it turns, the block of the nose, the sweep of the fin and rudder. Look before you fire. CG-4A, high wing, box fuselage. CG-4A, straight wing, slanted tips. tailplane like wing. CG-4A, blunt nose, fared in fin and rudder. CG-4A, built for action, built to give punishment, and able to take it, too. Built for surprise, for swift, sudden assault. Built to carry ready weapons and armed men to the enemy's flank and rear. The CG-4A glider. Remember it. It's built for attack.